Hi everyone. I actually have decided to make this video to basically review my new violin. So a few weeks ago, if you remember, I have some videos, actually two videos. I will list it down below that I was in a search for my new violin because the one that I had when I played, I wasn't satisfied with the sound anymore. So I contacted the local violin shop here, Robertson and Sons, and even though they did only at the time had only curbside pickup, I gave them a call and I told them a price range that I wanted and the sound profile that I was looking for, and basically I tested six violins total, and within the price range that I was asking for. So and then I tested six of them. You guys had heard four or five of them. And if you want to actually check out, just go back to the two videos. The second video is actually more reviewing than the first one. Anyway, and then and the price range, it was super not too expensive. This was my first upgrade. So a lot of things got into like my learning curve just went up super high because I had to test a few more violins, and basically like look at the the exterior, the outside, the bridge, the fingerboards, and try different violins, and regardless of the price, right? So I was looking because it was within my price range, so I felt comfortable to actually try them. And I did try with the sounds, the how easy it I play, how easy it was played, and basically and things that I was looking for. So I ended up with with a new violin, which is right here. So one thing that I also made some changes on this, and I took a photo of that, and so basically I'll just gonna show photos as I was talking over that. So the first thing that I actually did was I noticed that my so one thing that I'll show you the picture, but the the shin rest on my on the one that was on here on this one was actually on the side, and I'll show you the picture. That as you can see here, it was on the side instead of in the middle, and you notice also like the height of the chin rest is different, and that actually made my my neck and my back hurt when I practiced with that with that chin rest on the side, because the height wasn't comfortable for me, and even though I raised the legs of the shoulder rest, it's not high enough for me, for my neck to grip with the violin. So I asked them to actually basically change the chin rest to be the one that I used to have. And also I asked them to remove the fine tuners. So now instead of use of fine tuners with a little bit heavy because of the fine tuners attached to that, I just switched to an ebony tailpiece with only one one fine tuner on the E string. And also, if you notice the differences between the bridge and the fingerboard, the curves, the curvature of the fingerboards and the bridge, if you compare, if you look at the photos right now here, you can see that there are differences, right? So the old one is a little flatter, and a little straighter than the one that I have right now, which actually means that right now, what I need to do with this one is I need to get used to playing on the new fingerboard, and on and also the sound, because the sound has changed from my old violin to my new for this violin. So I need to actually practice to get used to the new sound. And as you might also know, it's actually not that easy to do that, right? So on the old violin, because like as I told you, like the curve and the fingerboard is actually less, so like my finger also like got used to pressing at certain point. But with this new violin, I need to learn like also the bow. I have to like the angle of the bow to play the E strings. Like we need to change, so I need to adjust those. As you might already know, that each violin, even though it's actually factory made, it like each of them has different sound. Even though it came from the same company, came from the same the same factory or the same luther, each of them will be different. And that's like an interesting phenomenon for the violin, and also the other strings like cello, viola, and double bass, and those instruments too. So I need to get used to that. I'm just gonna, I think I already tuned it, but I think the strings need to adjust a little bit. And this strings that I have, this set is dominant and it's super soft, comparing to the one that I had on mine, which was Larson. So, but see. So, it's actually a very interesting journey to try like different violins within the price range. And basically what I ended up with is actually less expensive than like they were actually more expensive than this one, the one that I tried. So like I basically end up in the middle one, the one that I like actually the best in terms of the sound that I like at the moment. So it has been a great experience to upgrade the instrument. I actually really suggest like buying things online, like instrument is not one of them. So you need to actually go to a luther or go to like violin shops and ask them like whether you can try them, and that's what I did. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy the violin videos, please subscribe and provide me feedback, comments, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.